अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन, माय नेम इज़ आयशा। आज हम लोग बात करेंगे अबाउट travel essentials, the makeup that I'd suggest that you should carry with you when you are traveling, and especially actually for recent brides and brides to be, because you can take note of products that you can take for your honeymoon. This video is useful for anyone who's looking to pack makeup for traveling for a holiday. So without much further ado, let's get started. थ्रू आउट द वीडियो मैं आप लोगों को ऑप्शंस दूंगी, स्पेशली अबाउट स्किन केयर एंड फाउंडेशंस वगैरह, कि अगर आपकी स्किन ऑयली है या ड्राई है तो आप क्या रखें. बिफोर वी स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट्स, जस्ट अ हेड्स अप, you have to bear in mind your skin type. So whether your skin is dry or oily or combination, you also have to keep in mind कि आप जा कहाँ रहे हैं. अगर if you're going somewhere where there'll be winter, like Europe or that part of the world, पाकिस्तान में आप नॉर्दर्न एरियाज में जा रहे हैं जहाँ पे सर्दी होगी, तो you have to bear in mind कि सर्दियों में your skin will anyway tend to dry out a lot more. If you're going somewhere where there's a beach, or you're going to the Far East, to the Maldives, to Malaysia, any of those places, then you have to understand that वहाँ पे humidity वैसे ही होगी, so your skin might not be as dry as it usually is. And for people with oily skin, your skin will be much more oily when you are there. So just bear in mind, about where you're going and what your skin type is before you choose to put together like even the first product. Okay, so let's get started with moisturizers. अगर आपकी स्किन ऑयली रहती है, या आप की कॉम्बिनेशन स्किन भी है but you're going somewhere where it's going to be really humid and hot, I'd suggest कि आप gel based moisturizer साथ रखें. So I swear by this L'Oreal Hydra Fresh moisturizer, which is a gel based moisturizer. I think it comes in two different variations. There's Anti Shine and Aqua Essence. Both are really good. Otherwise, Body Shop के भी gel based moisturizers are really good quality. If you have dry skin, or if you're going to a place where it will be winter, I'd suggest carrying a face oil or a richer moisturizer. So I'd suggest something like the ordinary rosehip oil, which again is really nourishing for the skin and will leave you hydrated and moisturized, because as we know, makeup, even if whether you're wearing makeup or not, moisturizers is something that you have to wear every day. So I definitely recommend keeping a good trusted moisturizer with you. Also very important is SPF. So you need to carry sunblock, and this is whether you're going somewhere where it will be nice and sunny, or if you're going somewhere where it'll be cold and not so sunny. So keep your SPF. For desi skin, I always recommend SPF of 50 plus. I use the Helionoff because I feel like it doesn't make my skin oily. Getting to makeup now, so I carry this mini travel sized primer. I don't know if you can see this. Also put them in the description box. If I'm wearing foundation, I'll definitely wear this under the foundation. If I'm not wearing foundation, then I'll obviously skip the primer. The other thing that I recommend, if you're not wearing foundation as such, but you just want like a nice glow, वो जो हेल्दी लुकिंग फ्रेश स्किन होती है, एंड स्पेशली अगर आप किसी ऐसी जगह जा रहे हैं जहाँ पे सर्दियाँ हैं, तो आई सजेस्ट टेकिंग सम स्ट्रोब क्रीम फ्रॉम मैक विद यू. It will just give you like that nice glow without making your skin greasy, and gives you moisture as well. अगर आपकी स्किन ऑयली है और आप कहीं गर्मियों वाली जगह पे जा रहे हैं, तो फिर आई सजेस्ट कि if you want to use it on like your cheeks. Don't use it on your T-zone, or like if you get oily on your cheeks, and just skip it. Next up is foundation. So again for foundation, bear in mind कि आपकी skin type क्या है, oily है या dry है. अगर आपकी oily skin है, I'd recommend something like the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. This is really good, tried and tested for oily skin in the humidity as well, so definitely recommend this one. If you have dry skin, then I would recommend something like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which will give you a nice glow. If you're looking for alternatives, then Maybelline is your best bet. Their Fit Me foundation comes in matte as well as dewy finishes. So if you have oily skin, go for the matte one. If you have dewy skin, if you have dry skin, then go for the dewy one. But yes, Maybelline is easily available and very, very good as well. Okay, so in terms of concealer, choose something that is, good coverage, because sometimes you don't have enough time to do foundation and everything while you're traveling. So, you can just conceal like under the eyes, around the mouth, wherever you have pigmentation, or, wherever you need concealing. And then you can just go over with like a powder foundation, or like, your compact, which is more than enough sometimes. So I would suggest something like the Maybelline Anti-Age Instant Eraser. It comes with like 2 different names, but yes, it is this one, and it is really, really good. Has good coverage and is good for all skin types, in my opinion. So something like this. In terms of powders, so you can do a couple of different things. If you have really dry skin, and if you don't if you're not a fan of using compact powders, you can get something like the MAC blotting powder. इसका फ़ायदा ये है कि ये बिल्कुल जैसे ट्रांसल्यूसेंट पाउडर होता है. It is like that, like it doesn't have any color, but it will, especially for those with oily skin, ये आपकी skin को mattify कर देगा. Other options are, if you want something like that is medium coverage or like less coverage, light coverage, but फिर भी it will give you the mattifying effect and that airbrushed finish. तो Charlotte Tilbury का the flawless finish powder is, excellent. It's one of the things that I swear by, and I use it in shade 2 medium. This is really good again. And the third powder option is obviously one of my absolute favorites, MAC Studio Fix powder. And again, इसका फ़ायदा, इस वाले का फ़ायदा ये है कि it comes with its own kind of like sponge to apply it. But again, जैसे मैं कंसीलर वाली बात करी थी कि जो आपने कंसीलर लगाना है उसके बाद आप इस तरह का अगर पाउडर लगा लेंगे to even out your skin tone, and this is perfect, your light to medium finish. So that's powders. You could also use loose powder to set your foundation. Okay, so moving on to the rest of the face, I would recommend definitely taking a bronzer, or like a contour color, and also a highlighter. Now what you can do is you can take something like this, which is obviously like the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, which is one of my absolute favorite products. And you can use, you can have the contour and the highlighter in the same palette, which makes it much easier to use. It has a mirror as well, so added advantage. Or you can take your bronzer separately and your highlighter separately. I'd recommend the Hoola bronzer. Again, something that you would have seen in a lot of makeup artists' kits. And the Becca highlighter, of course, is one of my absolute favorites. So again, I like the color Champagne Pop because it goes very well with desi skin tones. It's and it will go well with any kind of outfit as well. The thing is, nobody's saying that you are sitting there and contouring and highlighting away, although highlighting is not such a bad idea, especially if you're going to take photos in the sun. But yeah, so the basic idea is that you can create a soft look for yourself, even while on holiday. Acha ji, next I'm going to talk about blush colors. Again, it is something that will instantly give you a fresher look. Blush is important. Don't forget your blush at home, ladies. But so I would recommend something like a color that would go with a lot of different outfits. This is Gingerly by MAC. I would recommend Dolly Mix. Luscious does some amazing blush colors as well. So do other brands. So keep like a peachy pink blush on you. Keep powder blush. Otherwise, what you can also do is you can keep something like Benetint. So Benetint का फ़ायदा ये है कि आपको अगर light look चाहिए, आप light लगा लो, थोड़ा build-up करना है, build-up कर लो. It's also a lip stain, and the best part is कि ये move नहीं करता. तो अगर आपने सुबह लगाया और आप सारा दिन बाहर फिर रहे हो, this will not move. So this will stay, which is why I love this product. Okay, so for brows, I like to keep things quite simple. So I have this palette from Sleek in the color dark. So this is quite useful if I open it. That is, हाँ. So this, it's something like this basically. इसमें powder भी है और इसमें gel bhi hai. So you can basically, and it comes with like these small tiny brushes as well, so you can easily do your brows. It even has like this cute tweezer, by the way. Anyway, so you can do your brows on the go. If you're a fan of pencils, then MAC does amazing pencils. Benefit, of course, does really nice brow products as well. So you can keep one brow product. You don't need like 10 brow products. You need just one, and take something that's really easy and comfortable to use. So brows will really frame your face. Spend those extra 15 seconds on doing your brows. It will really make a difference, trust me. Okay, coming to the eyes, I always feel like when you're traveling, you don't actually end up creating too many looks and all of that with your makeup. So I would suggest taking one basic palette. I love the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette for this purpose. The Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of their palettes like Soft Glam is really good. Modern Renaissance is obviously a classic. Huda ka New Nude is very nice. So just keep one palette, the one that you use most often. जो आपका go to palette है, just keep that. Don't keep eyeshadows and eyeshadows and eyeshadows, because trust me, you will not end up using those. For me, the go to palette has been the Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita. I think it's called something else now. Stick to basics and stick to things that you're comfortable with using and that you do use on a regular basis. For mascara, I'd recommend this Benefit one. They're real, or mascaras from Maybelline are amazing. L'Oreal does some really good mascaras. Obviously Essence does really nice mascaras as well. One basic mascara is good enough. What I do carry with me are all of these different eye pencils. Sometimes if you're in a hurry, you can literally just line your eyes and then add like a little bit of a pencil, and that will completely change your look. I keep like a mixture of browns. I keep some gold, black obviously, and white, and then I have like this thick chubby stick from Rimmel, which is like a bronze color. So sometimes like carrying eye pencils can be easier than using eyeshadow palettes. So that's just a tip for you guys. Of course, do not forget your black or brown liner, whatever you use. I use the Black Track by MAC, as you all probably would know if you've seen any videos from me before. But yeah, if you're happier with the liquid liner, then you can keep a liquid liner as well. Again, L'Oreal does some really good liquid liners. And if you normally use liquid liner, then don't keep like a gel liner thinking मैं holiday I'll like create these dramatic looks or anything. You won't. Like, trust me, you will go for the easiest option. So yes, just choose that basic liner that you are comfortable with and keep that with you. So coming to a part where I feel like you can actually play around a little bit on holiday, and that is lipstick. You can really change your look depending on like what lipstick you're wearing. So if you look at my travel bag for makeup, I feel like बाकी सब चीजें थोड़ी होंगी, but lipsticks I'll keep like quite a few, just so that I have a good range of lipsticks to choose from. So I usually end up keeping reds, like Ruby Woo. We all love Ruby Woo, and there's Russian Red. So again, like a red lip is very easy to create. Just put some liner on, mascara and red lips, and you're ready to go. Then I also really like this color called Relentlessly Red, so which is like a really pinky red. And if you don't want to go all out on red, then this is a really good color. Talking about pinks, keep like a bright pink as well. Sometimes that is a really nice color during the day, and pink contrasts very nicely with a lot of different colors. So pink is a good safe color that you will be using over and over again. I usually use long lasting lipstick or like matte lipsticks, so that I don't have to touch up again and again. Inglot does a really nice subtle pink color, which is the 415. So I like using that. Then Charlotte Tilbury also does a really nice pink, which is called Too Bad I'm Bad. So again, you know, it's a liquid lipstick, very comfortable to wear throughout the day, and I don't have to touch up. I also like keeping peach colors on me because I feel like if I am doing more on the eyes, like if I'm doing a lot of liner, or if I'm doing like, you know, even a little bit of a smoky eye, I feel like sometimes pink clashes with it, and then I like to go for peach. So, you know, again, some options are the Meet Matte Hues from the Balm Cosmetics, and I love the shade Committed. There is also Matte Kinda Sexy, MAC, and then there is Runway Hit, of course. So yeah, so those are like kind of like the lip products that I'd always use. If you like to overdraw your lips, then keep a lip liner. If you don't, then there is really no need to keep lip liners. You know, just make your life easier and simpler and get straight to the lipstick. Do not also forget your lip balm. So जो भी normal आप lip balm use करते हैं, keep that on you. I also like to keep an eye cream on me in case, you know, my eyes feel really tired or puffy. This is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with avocado. Again, you know, you can use whatever eye cream you like. So keep an eye cream and a lip balm. Of course, you need setting spray. You know, this is really good, especially if you're like going somewhere hot and humid. This is good to set your makeup. This is the MAC Fix Plus. Or even if, you know, you're feeling really hot and humid, even if you're not wearing any makeup, you can just kind of spritz all over your face. And this comes in a mini version as well. So, you know, that's always a good option. Another option, if you know you are if you're not fond of wearing a lot of makeup and you just want something that will refresh you during the day while you're out and about, is rose water. You easily, you know, Hamdard ka bhi milta hai, Marhaba. A lot of brands do it in the spray bottle as well. So keep that. Just bear in mind that rose water ki smell sab logon ko nahi pasand. So, you know, if you're smelling of just rose water and going everywhere, then, you know, it's a personal choice. And in terms of brushes, I don't take so many, so I literally take my basics. I take the Beauty Blender, of course. For foundation, I use this Illamasqua brush. So it's something, it looks like this, and I use it, you know, again, I like to take things along that I can multitask with. So I will use this for my contouring, for my bronzer, for my blush, what else, sometimes for my foundation, for powder. So yeah, so like, you know, a brush like this will be really useful to keep along with you. I use this patla wala brush obviously for eyeliner because I use gel liner. I keep this mascara wand spoolie brush for my brows, ताकि मैं जिस चीज़ से भी अपनी brows को fill करूँ, I can just brush them through. I use this Zoeva fan brush in 120, I think, for highlighter, and I use these 4 eyeshadow brushes. Now I use this one, and it literally came with my Modern Renaissance palette. It has a flat brush on one side and it has a fluffy brush on one side. So I will keep this. You can also keep like a separate flat brush. Then I keep this MAC fluffy brush 217, of course, for blending. You know, kabhi kabar agar apne contouring like naak pe karni ho, ya even concealer blend karna ho, so like a washed brush is good. I keep this small crease brush. This is by DMGM. You know, again, this is really useful, like, you know, for your inner corner highlights, for under the eyes, you know, just to even blend across the upper lash line. And then I also use this Charlotte Tilbury smudger brush. This is really nice because it is really pointy, but dome shaped. So it's nice for, like, you know, inner corner work, under eye work, and lid work. Last things that I keep always with me are dry shampoo travel size and hairspray travel size. So, you know, if you are doing up your hair and it's humid, then this will save your life, and if you don't have time to wash your hair, then this will save your life. But yeah, so those were all of my favorite things to take on holiday, you know, things that I feel are really useful and are multi-purpose. If you enjoyed this video, then like, share and subscribe. अगर कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपके essentials में है and which I have missed out, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know if you would like to see more of these videos. Till the next time I see you, take care of yourselves. Lots of love. Khuda Hafiz.